Okay, here we go, here we go. It's that time, it's that time. It's time for another recipe of the day. And here we are, live, getting ready to do another yummy dish here at Recipe of the Day. So how is everyone doing today? You getting your dance on? Stand up, stretch, you at your desk. Stand up and give yourself a little shake. Move your energy around. And then I'm going to give you something yummy and quick and easy that you can make for dinner that the whole family is going to love. So we are going to get started here. Trying some new equipment here today. So we're going to try, I'm going to try the iPad here for oh, hold on, turn my sound down here. And we will get started. Hold on a second. Everything's easy, right? We're getting it going here. Okay, I'm going to turn my sound going there too. Okay, so here we go. How is everyone? Today we are going to be making a corn and chicken dish, a one-pan skillet dish that is going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. So we are going to be making, I've already started, while I was waiting for you guys, I took some bacon and browned it up in the Big Mama cast iron pan here. I'm going to turn that back on, get it warmed up a little bit. So in my cast iron pan now I have the bacon grease from when we just did the bacon. So I just fried up some bacon, the grease is left in the pan, and it's going to be yum! So I'm going to get started here. Now I am using for this just boneless, skinless chicken tenderloins, like chicken tenders, mostly because they cook faster. So it was no other reason than that. But if you prefer thighs or you prefer breasts, whatever boneless chicken you like, you can use for this dish, but I'm using the tenderloins because they cook faster. So I'm going to put a little olive oil on these and I'm going to rub those around. I'm going to season up my flour here. I've got a little flour. I'm going to put salt and pepper here and season my flour. We're going to dredge these a little bit. So don't be shy on the salt and pepper because all this flour won't end up being used. I want to make sure that my chicken is nicely flavored up with salt and pepper. So my Instagram, and you probably can't see my spices here, but I've got them off here to the side, a little salt in my coating. And then I'm going to, in my oil here, I have some fresh tarragon that I have chopped. So I'm going to put some fresh tarragon here on our chicken. And then I'm going to rub it around, dredge it around in the flour, and get it ready to go in the pan. So mix this all around here with our tarragon and our chicken. Yum! So I'm going to take this now. I've got just olive oil and tarragon, and I am going to dredge it here in the flour on its way into the pan. So here we go. See who I've got there. Hey Anne Marie, how are you? Welcome. We're making a yummy chicken and corn dish today. So I'm just getting our chicken tenderloins here. I've got them in a little olive oil and fresh tarragon. I'm going to put them in a little bit of flour here while I dredge them and put them into the Big Mama. I've got my Big Mama cast iron out for this today. So let's get that going. How is everyone today on this beautiful Wednesday? Can you believe it's only a couple weeks till 4th of July? Can't believe it. It is coming fast and furious. So you know when you're searing, I'm just searing this chicken, you want to hear the sizzle. You guys might not be able to hear it, but I've got my pan hot so that we get a good sear on there so it won't stick to the pan. So that's always key, especially when I'm doing these little boneless, skinless tenderloins. They're delicate. I don't want to destroy them in the pan without the pan being hot. So, got these going in. This is going to be delish. Yum! Okay. I had to use my big pan here so that all my chicken would fit in one round. Hey Lorianne, how are you? Nice to see you. We're making a one-pan chicken and corn dish today for dinner, quick and easy dinner that the whole family will love. So we are getting our chicken. I have the chicken tenderloins and a little olive oil and tarragon, and I'm dredging them in a little flour with salt and pepper and just putting them in there to get started. We're going to brown these up real quick and get them started. Yum. Okay, last one here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I love tarragon. And so I decided to use tarragon with this recipe because I love it. And it smells yummy. So get our last one in there. I'll throw this little baby in just for good measure. Okay, I'm going to move my flour here over here. And let's rinse off my fingers real quick. From raw chicken, you don't want to cross-contaminate. Since I'm touching raw chicken, I just wash my hands with soap and hot water, so my hands are clean as we move on to our next step here. So I did this also off camera. I took our fresh corn. I have 4 ears here, Instagram, if you can't see, of fresh corn, and I chopped it off the cob here. If you've never done it, just stand your cob up on something stable and cut away the cob. I got carried away here. I didn't save you one to show you, but that's what you do. Cut it off the cob. And if you have one of the hacks, the great trick hacks for cutting corn off the cob is to use your bundt cake pan. And if you use your bundt cake pan and you put the cob in the middle of your bundt pan and slice it, then your kernels won't go everywhere. It's really the coolest hack. But I didn't get mine out. I just did it on a plate to keep them contained. Anything to keep the kernels contained, because if you do this on a flat wood board, they have a tendency to fly. Easier than that is you can get a bag of frozen corn if you're in a hurry and just use that to make this. So we are browning up here our chicken, going away back here. That smells delish. And remember, I've got my bacon grease in the bottom of the Big Mama that I cooked the bacon while I was waiting for you guys. So we have that already in the pan. And it is smelling yummy. Yes. Oh my goodness. So we're just going to let this chicken get browned up a bit there. And we can chat. There's my peeps on my chat. Hey Heidi and Mike, I don't know if it's Heidi or Mike. Oh my gosh, we went downtown last night to check it out, and walking, down Main Street that's closed here in Ventura for dining. They opened it up, I'm moving my pad here. They opened it up the street so that there was a place for the restaurants to spread out so they could social distance further. We went down to check it out, and Heidi, what a great job. Because I know several of those you set up, and they're just beautiful, and everyone was a beautiful evening, and everybody was outside at the tables, and most of the restaurants there along that main blocks of Main Street all have their outdoor dining set up. So please go if you're local here in Ventura and patronize the restaurants, because they have gone to a lot of work to give us this really nice pedestrian zone. I hope they keep it for the whole summer. Would be awesome, because it's really a cool thing. And then even better than that, maybe they'll keep it into the fall when the weather is so great here. So it's really cool. Thank you, Ventura. 2 thumbs up. But Heidi, I know you had a lot to do with that. Yeah, so awesome. So here we go on our chicken. We are browning away back here. Oh my gosh, yum. And this is going to go super quick because, again, I'm using the tenderloins, but you could use breast or thighs or whatever you prefer, boneless, for this dish. And it just is a quick and easy meal. I know those of us that have, kids at home, I still have one that his favorite thing is chicken nuggets in any form, any brand, any form. So I know this will be a big hit around here too with these chicken tenders. Yes. So does everyone have plans for 4th of July? All the big fireworks and stuff I know are all canceled. We did see last night too when we were exploring that the fairgrounds is setting up, it looks like, the drive-in concert thing. They're setting up the stage in the middle, I guess, where all the cars are going to be able to pull around and pull up in your car and have concerts in your car. So it's really cool. I mean, one of the good things about what's going on right now is all the clever, new, exciting things that people are trying. But so far, one of my favorites is the alfresco dining downtown in Ventura. I mean, totally cool and fun. Yes. Yummy. Oh my gosh. Who else loves tarragon like I do? I mean, I just love tarragon. And I don't think I use it nearly enough. Hey Florence, how are you? Welcome. Love my people. My loyal fans that tune in. We try and be here every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 o'clock live. So you can find us while we're giving you some new ideas, new things to make. I think we're on episode, what are we on, like 53 or 54? I have lost count, but it has been so fun. Who saw our show on Saturday, I had a guest chef. My guest chef, my longtime friend Tess, who's a real chef. And we made fresh spring rolls. It was totally fun. So I look forward to having more guests on the show because it was really a blast. And now that we're allowed to be together in small groups, I can have some more guests on. So that's totally fun. Oh, yum. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Okay, Anthony Riggins, great realtor in Oakland, East Bay. He is talking about making cream corn with fresh diced jalapeno and top it off with a soft-shelled crab. I mean, yum. That sounds like a New Orleans-inspired dish. Is that a New Orleans-inspired dish there that you learned from your travels? That one sounds yummy. Oh my gosh. And this one is smelling delish too. But I like to get a little color on the meat because, you know, nobody likes to cut into meat that's not got some color. So searing the meat is always a good thing. Oh, speaking of searing meat, little trick hack that I taught myself. We had that pork loin, that big pork loin that we bought for the spring rolls that we used on the show on Saturday. But then I had it left because I just sliced off a little bit off the end because we didn't need the whole pork loin for that show. So then I had it left. So I took it a couple nights ago and sliced it into like 3/4 inch slices of the pork loin roast. And it was big. It wasn't one of those little skinny loins. It was the whole loin roast. And sliced it up. And then just grilled it in the grill pan on both sides. So I already had it marinated in teriyaki. It had been marinating a couple days by then, because Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh my gosh. I sliced up shredded some cabbage, fresh green cabbage, just cooked it in the pan with a little bit of water, and then sliced up this pork loin into little medallions and seared them, you know, cooked them on both sides. Oh my gosh. Gary was like, I could eat this every night. It was so good and easy. So a little tip, when you want to cook that pork loin quick for a quick meal, it was delicious. So there's my little tip for the day on that. Plus I love cooked cabbage and, you know, low carb and delish. Okay. So now, these are browned up, our tenderloin, so I'm going to pull these off while we make the delicious sauce for this. So I'm just going to take these off here and put them on the plate. Oh my gosh. Yum! Oh my gosh. Yes. So I'll put these over here so you can see them here. Can you guys see Instagram? They're nice and brown and cooked through. So now we're going to start on our sauce. I'm going to turn this pan down and pull this closer here. My director says pull it closer. So now I'm going to put a little bit of more oil in my pan because I just used my oil from the bacon fat to do our chicken. I'm going to toss the onion in here and get that started. That's one small onion chopped up. And we'll get that going. One more little, let's get this going here. Oh my gosh, yum. Getting all the flavor in the bottom of the pan into my onions. And we're going to get that going, and then I'm going to add here a little bit of butter because, you know, gotta have some butter just for flavor, if nothing else. So that's going in. So a couple of tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to put my corn. So I just cut off the cob, four cobs of corn, sliced it off, but of course you could grab a bag of frozen corn if that's what you have time for, and do that. So this is going in. And I think, oh my gosh, who doesn't love corn in the summer, right? Yum. So we've got our, make sure I got everything in there. Butter, corn, oh, the garlic. I have about 4 cloves of garlic here I pressed fresh. Going in. Get it all. Because I don't know, can you ever have too much? I don't think so, of garlic. Oh, this looks delicious. So that, getting sauteed up there. And then we're going to let that go for a minute. And then I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper flake, because yum, who doesn't love red pepper flakes? And I'm going to put, you know, about a teaspoon, maybe a little more, because we like red pepper flakes around here. So we get a little spice going in there. Oh my gosh. Again, cast iron pan, great conductor of heat, so everything cooks nice and evenly, which is great. Hey Erin, how are you? Welcome. And Mary Chris, welcome. We're making a yummy corn and chicken one-pan dish here. So we've got our chicken tenders that we used fresh tarragon and sauteed them up to their browned. And now we're starting on our sauce. I've got an onion chopped in the pan, sauteing with 4 ears of corn that I cut off the cob. But if you're in a hurry, just buy a bag of frozen corn and move forward. So this is really a pretty quick dish. And we're going to get this done here with a yummy, summery, easy dinner that everyone will love. Because especially kids. What kids don't like corn and chicken nuggets? Chicken strips. Again, you can use thighs or breasts or whatever you like. So I've got that going in there, and now we are going to deglaze the pan with a little white wine, and I'm just using what we had in the fridge because it was open in the screw top. How genius is that? So I'm going to pour some, about maybe 3/4 of a cup of wine to start our deglazing, so we get all the yumminess off the bottom of the pan. Oh my gosh, smells yummy. The alcohol burns right off and just leaves the flavor. So we put the wine, I'm going to put a little bit of water. So let the deglazing happen. I'm going to put a little bit of water in, about 1/2 cup. And now, yes, it is butter wine. Yes, it appeared in my refrigerator this weekend somehow. Hey Cheryl, how are you? How's the East Coast? We are making a yummy corn and chicken dish today. So I've got the wine and the water, and now I'm going to add back into our pan our chicken, because we're just making sauce now with our corn and our onions here. So back in the pan I'm going to put the chicken to finish here. Oh my gosh, yum! Because I picked these chicken tenders, they really are cooked pretty close to cooked through. But if I was using breasts or thighs, you might want to leave them in the pan here a little bit longer once we get it all back in, to let it all cook through. So depending on how thick the chicken is that you're using, you want to make sure that it gets back in the pan, gets back in the sauce, and gets cooked through. So now, to finish off our sauce, I would let that simmer for a few minutes here, but I'm going to finish it quicker because you guys are here and ready to finish this. So I have about 3/4 of a cup here of half and half. You can use probably cream, you could use milk, you probably could use sour cream too, because again, COVID cooking, we use what we have, but I had some half and half, so I'm using that. And I'm going to put the half and half in. Oh my gosh, to make it creamy sauce here. And then I do actually have some jalapeno chopped because I had it left from another recipe. So I'm going to put in a little bit of chopped jalapeno there. Again, you could use chopped serrano, chopped jalapeno, use whatever you have. I also had a little bit of frozen peas left in the bottom of a bag, and I thought a little green might be pretty in this dish. So I thought, shoot, I'm just going to throw the end of that bag in just for some green. And then I have some fresh grated Parmesan. Now remember, we always fresh grate our cheese so it doesn't have that coating stuff on that they do on the pre-grated. It always tastes better, it always melts better. So I have our fresh Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put about half a cup, maybe a little more in to finish this. Oh my gosh. And this is smelling and looking delicious. Oh my gosh, the peas will cook very quickly as we let this simmer here. And the cream and the chicken. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit more pepper, just because I only put salt and pepper in the flour, so I'm going to add a little bit more pepper. So we will put a little bit in here, and then I'm going to show you this beautiful, beautiful dish. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a little bit of salt. I'm going to put a little bit more salt in. Now there's salt in the Parmesan cheese, so always want to go a little easy on the salt till you taste it, especially when you use a salty cheese like Parmesan. And I'm going to make room here so I can show you my creation here. Let's see, this is heavy, so I'm going to pull it over there. Oh my gosh. Because this one smells and looks delicious. Now you could serve this with rice or over pasta if you wanted to. But one of the reasons I liked it was because it was corn already as the base, so you could keep it, you know, pretty low carb. Corn has carbs, but not like pasta does. So, oh my gosh, look at this deliciousness. So doesn't the green just add some cute color there, I thought, with the corn and the nuggets and the cream. So, director says back it up. So, oh my gosh, there we go. Corn, garlicky, butter, corn, chicken, one pan dish that was quick and easy. Like we cooked that whole thing in, you know, less than probably 15 minutes. So that is a good one, a new one that I thought I would try. So I thank you guys for joining me today. We do have a couple birthday shout outs. We have my, where's my hat here? Hold on, director gonna find my birthday shout out hat. Hold on, it's hiding, but I will grab it. Okay, here we go, here we go. Birthday shout outs today go to Carol Pompey. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to you. And I have a couple birthday shout outs from yesterday, and that is to Christina Clark. Happy birthday to you, dear friend. Hope you did something fun and exciting. And also to Debbie Lang, who is another realtor friend on the East Coast in Princeton, New Jersey. If you need someone in Princeton, she's your girl. So happy birthday to you. I hope you did something fun too. So we, of course, thank you guys for watching, and you can always find the videos and the recipes on Ventura, on YouTube, on Ventura Real Estate. I'll also put them here down below in the comments. I'll put a link to the recipe. And we appreciate you guys watching. Remember, there's only two things you can control: your effort and your attitude. So always pick a good one and always do your best. And we really appreciate you guys being here and being so loyal. And if you are thinking about selling real estate, inventory is very low right now, and so it is a great time. Interest rates are super low and inventory is tight, so prices are holding, and things that are nice and coming on and ready to go are selling very quickly with multiple offers. So visit us at GaryandLisa.com and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.